I have a theory that I call the dead dog theory, which is a ridiculous name for a ridiculous state of affairs. And a few years ago I used to live in East Devon, and that's a very safe Tory seat. In fact, it's so safe that I suggest that you could put a blue rosette on anybody and they would win that for the Tories. In fact, it's so extreme that you could put a blue rosette on my pet dog Matilda, and she would have won that seat for the Tories quite easily. She's now sadly passed away, but guess what? You could stick a blue rosette on her and I think she would still win that seat. And East Devon isn't the most unilateral of seats, not by any way. The biggest majority that anybody has in the UK at the moment is Joe Benton of Bootle, and he actually gets 75.5% of the votes that are cast go to him. Very close second is the Lib Dems at 11.7%. This means that if you live in any of these constituencies where there is such a huge majority, because of first past the post politics, all of the other votes are just thrown in the bin. They count for nothing, which means that if you live in one of those places and you don't happen to be Labour in Bootle, or you don't happen to be Conservative in East Devon, you will never, ever, ever have any say at all in your life about the political process that's going on in Britain. Is this democracy? I don't think it is. And it's easy to see why less than half the people turn out to vote in Bootle. If you weren't a Labour supporter, why would you bother? Unless you decide that the movement for active democracy is the way forward. We can unravel this, because all we want is for every vote to count and for the election process to not just happen when it's every 4 years at election time, but on every subject that comes up, to give you the chance to have your say about everything. Count up all the votes, and whatever the people of Britain decide, the people of Britain decide. It doesn't come any fairer than that. Please support the movement for active democracy.